Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And I'm out here to bring you guys another pick a card reading, and today's reading has been requested so much lately. A lot of you guys have been wondering, like, how can I manifest money? So today's pick a card reading is going to be all about law of attraction hacks to manifest money. Now, these hacks are verified. I have tried them myself. They have worked. There is a reason that I am living abroad in Croatia right now and traveling the world and living in infinite abundance, and I want to share these hacks with you guys. So if you choose a card, you will get a more personalized message that might resonate more with you. Or you can listen to the whole reading and try all of the hacks. This reading is really just meant to be fun and uplifting and interesting. Overall, the best way that you can attract money, honestly, is to just pursue joy and passion and fun and abundance in your own life. Remember that like attracts like. Whatever you put out in this world, you're going to get back. So hack number one, this one's a little freebie here, is spend time in nature. When you look around in nature, you realize that everything here exists in a state of abundance. It's absolutely beautiful. Everything is growing. There's room for everything to grow. There's really no competition here. Everyone gets their piece. Don't forget that you are just like a beautiful plant in the gorgeous garden of the divine, and you have your own cycles and seasons of when you blossom and when you bloom and when you grow. Some action will be required on your part in order to manifest money. However, I do believe a lot of this does have to do with alignment and your energy, and we're going to be talking a lot about some little hacks you can do to get your energy more into alignment with the frequency of abundance and money, okay? So if you're excited to get this reading, then just stay tuned, and I will see you soon. I have 5 cards for you to choose from today, and like I mentioned earlier, if you just want to listen to all of these, go for it. If you feel drawn to choose like one card or maybe a couple cards, listen to your intuition. We've got number 1 over here, number 2, number 3, number 4, or number 5. And once you have chosen, head down below to the comments or to the description where the timestamps are posted, so you can click on your timestamp and instantly be fast forwarded to your part in the reading. And I will see you soon for your reading. For those of you guys who choose number 1, let's get your message from my trusty Wildwood deck. So you're getting the 9 of Stones tradition. A hack for manifesting money. Your hack has to do with understanding the natural cycles and seasons in nature and with the moon, and using that energy, harnessing that energy which you are a part of and you're one with, becoming one with that energy and using that to manifest money. So one way you can do that is through learning about the moon cycle. Did you know that your manifestations can become more potent and more powerful if you do certain activities during certain phases of the moon and you avoid certain activities during certain phases of the moon? And in fact, for ages and ages, farmers and people that are working with the land, it's been passed down. They've noticed, they've learned that if you plant your seeds in a certain time or in a certain moon phase and you harvest at certain times of the year or during certain moon phases, you can have and receive more abundance and your crops will do better and things will grow better. So this is about essentially being in the flow, working with the flow instead of against it, okay? So as an example, during the new moon is the period when you can't see the moon. It might just be a little sliver in the sky, or it's not even apparent. And if you're not sure what moon phase is going on, all you have to do is Google it, search it. Because, sometimes we're in a city and there's light pollution or there's clouds and we can't see the moon. But basically, the new moon is the time where you decide what it is that you want. So when it comes to money, you can decide, okay, I would like to manifest this certain amount of money so that I can purchase this and get this or have the savings or whatever it is you want, you know. It's okay to want whatever it is you want. It's okay to want material things. It's okay to want money. Money is a tool. You can use it in your life to bring some beautiful things in, to help you with your comfort and your stability and your security. You can use it to bless other people. The more you receive, the more you can give. And so there's nothing wrong with wanting money. You're worthy of it. But basically, the new moon is the time where you decide what it is that you want. So this is a great time to make a vision board. Maybe on your vision board, you could put pictures of money. You can find a picture of a blank check and use an app or Photoshop or something to Photoshop in the amount. You know, have fun with it. Get artistic with it. You can draw what it is you want to manifest, the amount of money. And you can have that saved as the background on your phone. You can have it saved on an app like Pinterest. You can print it out and hang it on your wall. You can make it physically, have it on your nightstand. You can have a journal and write down in great detail, in depth, what it is that you want, the money, the number, write it down, make it happen. Word is bond. The words you write are very powerful. So this is what when you decide what you want. Each moon phase lasts a couple of days. So you have a couple of days to do that every time you see a new moon. Then the next phase of the moon is called the first quarter moon. And this is when the moon basically is split in half. It'll be pretty much split in half like this. That is the phase of the moon in which you take action. So manifesting money isn't always just, I write it down, I decide how much I want, I make a wish upon a star, and then, I don't do shit. A lot of times it's, you gotta do something. So as part of the first quarter moon, you can write a list of action steps. What can you do with the tools, resources, materials, and supplies that you already have? How can you carve out a little bit of time to work towards this step? How can you take a little baby step? Just do a little something. And here's the thing. It doesn't really matter exactly what you do. It just matters that you do something with the best effort and with the best intent to take action on your intentions, okay? The next phase of the moon after that is the full moon. And that is the time when emotions are running high. Like, our bodies are like a huge percentage of water, and the moon affects the tides and the ocean and the water. It affects our bodies. And so this is the time when we tend to feel a little bit of doubt, a little bit of fear. Things from the past come up. It's a natural time for healing. It's a great time for rituals. So on the full moon, you could do some type of ritual to release your doubts and your fears. Usually by the time the full moon happens, your manifestation might not have come through. You might feel like giving up. You might worry, have I taken enough action? Maybe you just didn't take any action and you're like, crap, I ruined it. So, write down on a piece of paper everything you're worried about, everything you're frustrated about, about money and just all the subconscious beliefs you had, the past, just everything, and take that paper and burn it or rip it up and throw it away, and just to the full moon proclaim, I'm over this, I'm done with this, I'm not worrying about money anymore, I am gonna manifest this, I don't know how, I'm gonna let go of trying to manipulate, control, and figure this out. I've taken my action, I've done what I can for this moon cycle, I'm letting it go. The last phase of the moon cycle is called the balsamic moon or the waning moon. It's when the moon is growing smaller and it's going to turn into a new moon, and the cycle will start all over again. This is the time in the moon cycle when we rest, we reflect, we relax. Our bodies can sometimes become a little achy and tired. It's time to chill, basically, and not really worry. You can continue to take action during the full moon, during the waning moon, during the new moon as you are guided, but you just want to take baby steps in a very sustainable way and try not to burn yourself out. The following cycle, so then the cycle starts all over, we go back to the new moon. that's the time when your manifestation will usually come through, is usually through a new moon phase. Now, if your manifestation doesn't come through, do you start the process all over again? Do you ask and make a vision board and pray and intend that you want to manifest this money again? No, you trust that you have already put that out there. However, during the first quarter moon of the next moon cycle, you can continue to take action because, let's say you want to manifest $1 million or $500,000 or 20, let's say you're trying to have a big manifestation. Miracles can happen, and it's possible that it could come in a month or a couple of weeks, but sometimes you manifest something on the new moon in October and it doesn't come through until March new moon, or the full moon in March, or a year from then. So that's one thing that is important, is to remember that it's time to let go. So the next full moon, let's say that the new moon came, maybe you didn't set any manifestations, maybe you kind of try to manifest something else, and then it's the first quarter moon and you're continuing to take action from all your previous manifestations and your money manifestations. And then the next full moon comes and you're just like, oh my God, it's been way more than a month. It's not here. I'm in a bad situation. What do I do? That full moon, use that to get your anger out, to be frustrated, to be like, why, universe? And just let it go. Let go of your resistance. And a lot of times what you got to do to manifest money is to step back and stop trying to control it and create space for the universal energies to come through and bring you what you've asked for. So it's a balance. It's a delicate balance between taking action when you feel guided to, trusting, letting go of the intense energies and emotions and the ways that you're holding yourself back through your limiting conscious and subconscious beliefs. And the moon cycle kind of naturally guides you through that and helps you be in tune with it. So if you want to learn more about how to manifest with the moon cycle, watch my playlist. It's free. It's called Manifest with Me. You can start watching that playlist on the next new moon and just use that whole, you watch the video every day for a whole month for the whole moon cycle. Watch the video. You'll be synced up with it. And you can just make manifesting money your goal and work with that. It'll teach you in depth how to follow the moon cycle. And also, if you just don't want to watch all those videos, watch the last video. I think it's video 20 or 21 or 19 or something like that. Watch the last video from my Manifest With Me playlist. And that video just breaks down how to manifest and the moon cycle, okay? So basically, this is through tradition. This is through following the moon cycle, you can manifest money. This could also be talking about rituals, using rituals, casting spells, trying something new. I remember, I learned about the law of attraction because I lived in Los Angeles years ago. And at that time in my life, I was not doing well financially, and it was very difficult for me, with the consciousness and the awareness I had then, to manifest my rent and everything. And I was just really fearful. And I got so desperate that I started Googling and searching, how do I get money? Ideas, what can I do? And I started learning about different rituals, and I tried a whole bunch of them, and I found what worked for me. So maybe you can research your ancestors, or there's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can get witchy with it if you want. This is a message of not to forget how powerful your words are, how powerful your subconscious beliefs are, and how powerful your intentions and your thoughts are, and to work with that energy. But mainly, check out the moon cycle, because that's what I use. Seriously, I'm recommending it to you because I follow the moon cycle. Not every month, I'm not perfect with it, but if I want to make something happen, that's where I go. So I hope that resonates with you. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 2, hacks for manifesting money. And we're getting the worthiness card. So this is going to be really kind of a meta energy. One of the things that does hold us back, or can possibly hold us back, from manifesting money is our subconscious beliefs about money. We can really want money and try to get it and work for it. But if deep inside you're feeling like money is the root of all evil, people who are rich and the 1%ers are the ones that are effing up this world, people who have a lot of money are greedy. If I have money, people are going to think less of me or try to take it away or judge me. Like if you, those are just some random things I'm thinking of, but there can be some things you think about money, like, and that have gotten kind of planted inside. And so in order to keep yourself safe or to try to be a good person, you might be holding yourself back from manifesting money because you might not believe you're worthy of it. And that can kind of happen in many ways. So clearing that energy, clearing that from your root chakra can help you to manifest money. Money has a lot to do with your root chakra. Your root chakra is the center of, it holds your traumas. It holds like anything that's happened and gone down, like your family, past life energy, your sense of feeling stable and feeling secure and feeling worthy. It has a lot to do with the energy in the root chakra. So if you do root chakra meditations that are aimed at clearing that energy, if you maybe do one of those once a week or once a month, that could be really helpful because it's like, okay, I have these subconscious beliefs. How do I know them? How do I clear them? Well, I would go to root chakra meditations, and I suggest that to you because I did that. I remember going to my tarot reader years ago when I was trying to work on my financial situation and asked her, what can I do to manifest money? And all she told me was clear your root chakra. So I went home and I was like, I don't know what the heck that means. And I Googled it. I found my way onto YouTube to some people who were doing really awesome root chakra clearing meditations. I had to click around and try a couple different ones, but I made myself a little playlist of 4 or 5 of them that have really, really helped. And I started doing them once a week, every other week, once a month, whenever I could just do, whenever I could get a chance, just laid down. I tried not to find meditations that were too long because I struggle with that. And it made such a big difference. Another way to clear your root chakra is to go get a therapist, see a licensed counselor and therapist and start talking about that breakup that tore you apart. Start talking about the crap that happened in childhood and the issues you got with your parents, or the real pain that you've kind of buried down inside. That frees up energy from your root chakra and it helps you to manifest more money. How crazy is that, right? Suppressed anger, suppressed emotions can block us from receiving more money. And so it might not make sense. Like, how can doing these meditations, maybe getting some therapy, and like, how does that have to do with money? Like, what do I do now? What do I do today? Well, it's a process and it works. I can tell you guys from my life that it works. I would not be recommending it if I didn't think it worked. So there's definitely a direct correlation between your subconscious beliefs and like the amount of pain and trauma you're carrying around with you, and like your ability to feel comfortable, confident, and free enough to manifest and go out and take action and make money in your life. Okay? So this is definitely a message for you about worthiness. And if you're like listening to this message and you're like, oh gosh, I totally struggle with this, don't trip. It's okay. So many of us struggle with this and it's just part of life. And another thing that can help, one more tip for you on manifesting money in alignment with this worthiness card, would be affirmations. And I'm really hoping that I can create some more affirmations and more like root chakra meditations and money meditations for you. If you go to my playlist called ASMR Relax or my meditation folder, you will find a couple of prayers or meditations I made for manifesting money. That's what I use that basically do help clear your root chakra. So check that out. Check out my meditation playlist and also my ASMR Relax and Sleep playlist. Just kind of dig around here on my channel. I do have some stuff I made for this if you prefer listening to the stuff I've made, but I'll tell you what I use. I love Jason Stevenson's affirmations. One of my favorites from him is called the Health, Wealth, and Happiness affirmations. And every day when I'm stretching, like I work out and then I stretch, and the whole time I'm stretching, which is usually like 10-15 minutes, I listen to that and I repeat it out loud, or I repeat it in my head. So a lot of these affirmations are like you affirming to yourself and like almost programming yourself to believe a new truth, to believe something new. So the affirmations are like, I am worthy of love. I am abundant. I am wealthy. I have a permanent, steady financial income now. All the money that I need comes to me in abundance. All the money that I spend comes back to me multiplied. Like, it's affirmations like that. So try it out. He also has this one video, and it's for money manifestation, and all it says is, money flows to me with ease and abundance. Money flows out with gratitude and love. And you just sit there and repeat it. I remember one day I was like really trying to manifest money years ago, and I sat down to do a painting, and I turned that on and I chanted that for like a half hour. Kind of went into a trance. I was like painting. I was like, money flows to me with ease and abundance. Money flows out with gratitude and love. I was desperate, you guys. I went there. I was like, I'll try anything. And after that, I kind of came out of it, grounded myself, and was like, okay, that was interesting. Went to my email. I had a job offer. This is way back in the day when I was living in LA, but like it worked basically. Basically it worked, okay? Coincidence, whatever. But I believe it worked. So I would send you there to his channel for that. But you can make up your own affirmations. You can figure out what your subconscious beliefs are about money by just journaling and like thinking a little bit. And then based off that, you can write a list of affirmations and maybe put it on your bedside table, put some crystals around it, put it on your altar or something, and read these affirmations out loud and really start kind of tapping into that energy. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. Working on your worthiness. You are totally worthy of the abundance that you want in your life. And I believe that to be true for sure. So I hope that this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, let's see what your manifestation hack is for manifesting money. And you're getting the 10 of Hearts. This is a really interesting card to see in this context. So maybe you're somebody who is trying to save your money or like afraid to spend it. Have you ever felt like that before, where you're like, I just need to collect it, need to save it for a rainy day, or I don't know if I have enough? Like maybe you feel like that, maybe you don't. But this is a message that in order to manifest money, sometimes you gotta let the money flow. You know, you can't block it up. So a hack for you could be to spend a little bit of money for fun, celebration, and self-care. Like develop habits, like every time you receive money or you receive your paycheck or something, take a percentage of that. And I call it like the me first approach. Take a little bit of that money and give it to yourself. It's almost like tithing or something to yourself. Spend it on something fun, spend it on self-care. Now, if you're someone who's overindulging in that already and like you're racking up debt and you've got like shopping addiction and stuff, then maybe the message is almost a reversal of that in the way of like continue to treat yourself but set boundaries with it. And, kind of plan out what it is that you really feel like you could spend it on that you would really enjoy fully, and get used to moderating that energy a little bit, okay? But this could be a message to those of you guys who are like really suffering. I remember in the past, back when I was in a really lack mentality, I used to buy myself like the cheapest shampoo and conditioner, and I used to like not regularly buy certain like beauty products and items. Like I always talk about this on my channel. I don't know why, but I used to not buy like a foot scrubber. Like I wouldn't really scrub my feet or my heels. And so I started getting like little calluses on my feet. It wasn't like bad or anything. I don't want to gross anybody out, but it was just, not as soft as it could have been. And that's something that I'm like, you know what? I'm worthy of that. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to spend that money. Like, I'm not going to die. Like, nothing bad's going to happen. I can totally afford that. And once I started kind of going into that energy a little bit more of like, you know what? I'm worthy of that. You know what? I'm going to take good care of myself. I'm going to use my money for self-care, and I'm gonna get myself something nice every time I get paid. Like, maybe that something nice is something self-care related, or maybe it's something totally random or materialistic. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm treating myself, and I'm, thanking myself for the hard work I've done, and I'm creating good energy around money. So when I spend that money, I'm thankful. Like, that money, I'm really thankful that I was able to get that thing and provide that for myself. This is kind of like a gratitude message. Everyone's always like, just be so grateful for everything. And the more that grateful you are, the more you'll receive. And it's true. I used to think those types of people who were going on and on about gratitude were so annoying. They're like, just gratitude, everybody. It's all you gotta do. And they're right. Because I tried it and it works. So being thankful. This is also another hack. When you go to pay your bills, you know how annoying it can be sometimes when you have to pay this big bill, like your cell phone bill or something like that, or the utilities, and it just feels like money going down the drain. Instead of feeling like that and being so freaked out about it and pushing the bill back or like avoiding it, start showing up for that bill. And I know a lot of those companies can be really corrupt. And so it's like, oh, these people are so corrupt. And, Tesla is right. We should all have free energy. And I know. But start feeling grateful for that. It's going to help. You feel like you got more, get you out of the lack mentality, help you manifest more money, okay? When you go to pay that big bill, be thankful for it. Like, I'm so thankful I'm paying this bill and I'm giving away this, $500 or whatever. I'm so thankful for this service I've had. Like, what an amazing day and age that I live in, to where I'm able to have this car and, make a car payment. Even if you feel like you got ripped off on your APR or something, just be like, you know what? I've got a car. I'm so thankful I can get to work. And last week I drove to the beach and that was amazing. I pay this amount over and over again to keep having these experiences. I'm so thankful for, this service that I have. I'm so thankful for the water bill and like that somebody comes to take my trash and I'm paying for that. I'm so thankful for my electricity. Like, I'm so thankful. Like, I will pay this over and over again. Like, this is an amazing thing I have and I'm so thankful for it. And that's another thing I've been doing. Whenever I have like an annoying bill, I'm just like, oh my gosh, yay, I'm so thankful I paid that bill. I'm so thankful for that service. And I try not to feel that loss. I know sometimes it's a big chunk of cash leaving and you're like, but I'm like, yay, like, let it flow. Money flows to me and in and out, and it's just great, Another thing is giving. Give to people. This is a message, this is something I've been trying to do a little bit more, is give to people. On the streets, there was this guy who was performing and he was like playing his heart out on the piano, and I gave to him. I didn't really have that much change in my pocket, but I was like, you know what, I gotta give something to this guy. Like, sometimes you will feel compelled to give to people, and this could be, there's so many ways to give to people. We know that these days. There's Kickstarter and all that kind of stuff. Give to things that you want to see more of on this planet. Give to causes that really make you feel happy. Like, research the things and give to your community and the people around you financially. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It can just be a coin, I saw this girl on the street. She was like playing the violin in like the heat. This is like months ago. And I was like, oh my God. No one was pulling over and giving her money. And I just thought, she must be really desperate to just go out onto this, like literally on the road, to play her violin for money. I don't know what the heck's going on, but I like went over and gave her some money because I was like, and she like almost cried. Your heart will tell you when you need to give to somebody. Listen to it and know that the more that you give, the more you receive. And it's got to be a balance. You don't want to give so much to where you're putting yourself in a bad situation and then you need to go ask for money. And you also, be aware that there's people out there who you might not feel comfortable giving to, but know that if you're meant to give, an opportunity will come, and don't be afraid. And we don't give to get. just know that this does help bring more to you. You know, I have abundance to share and spare. It's part of that type of energy. So I hope that these tips help you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 4, let's see what your hack is for manifesting money. And you are getting devotion to the small. This is a hack I use in my personal life. And I want to teach it to you. Maybe you've done this before. If you have, let me know in the comments. Share your experiences with others. But I will pick a crystal. And what I will do is I will program it with specifically what I want from it. So let's say I want to manifest $300, okay? Then I will hold the crystal and I will speak over it. Like I'll say a prayer or something. It doesn't really matter what words you say. You can just say, I want $300. Yes, and so it is. Or you can say a prayer kind of like this. Dear God, angels, how about you get a crystal with me, by the way? You can pause this video if you want and like literally do this with me. Grab a crystal. If you don't have a crystal, grab a rock from outside. Grab an object that has good vibes around it. Yeah. You can pause the video. All right, if you're back and you've got your crystal, you can just hold it in your hand, kind of warm it up. Breathe on it. You know, get some of your energy into it. And just kind of close your hand around it, your left hand, by the way. And then you can say a prayer. If you want to say this prayer with me or kind of just do an intention, it's just for fun, doesn't have to be anything crazy. You have nothing to lose, really. That's how I came upon a lot of these money hacks. I was like, I got nothing to lose, might as well try. And some things ended up working for me. Dear God, angels, higher self, Holy Spirit, and ancestors, and or your specific deity. And if you don't like the idea of praying, then think of this simply as goal setting, intention setting. Please bring your specific amount of money. For me, I'm just going to say $300 for fun. $300 into my life. I'm programming this crystal to anchor this energy in as a reminder for me of my goal, to help carry this energy forward and anchor it into the 3D. Please help guide me to take any action towards achieving this goal. Help me to be open-minded. Send to me signs and synchronicities and messages that I can clearly see and interpret as to what type of action I need to take or what I need to do in order to bring this energy in. And then what you're going to do is say out loud what you would like this money for, what you plan on doing with it. So I'll give you a second to do that. Or maybe I'll go first. I would like to manifest this money so that I can do something really fun for myself, like something like self-care related, like maybe getting my eyelashes done or getting my hair done or getting some new makeup, something that's like really fun and self-care related, maybe like a new dress or something. I just like some fun money to have like a fun experience. Now you can say out loud what you would like your money for, or say it in your head. Now just take a moment to like pump yourself up, remind yourself you're worthy of this money. There's no wrong way to ask for money. There's no stupid or bad thing to ask for. Like, you are worthy to have something material or to have something fun. If you need this for a bill or for rent or for some other situation, for court fees, for whatever, you know, amazing. You're totally worthy of that. If this is money that you really need, that you feel like hasn't shown up, this is you taking action to like put this energy into something, so you stop worrying about it and you stop trying to control it. You ask that if you, once again, if you need to take action, you will know. But the worry, the crystal's going to carry that. The fear, the crystal's going to take that. The feeling like it's not enough, or you can't have this, or you're not worthy of it, or it's not right for you, or it's a bad thing, or it's too materialistic, or you know, it's, you know, all of that's getting taken away from you right now. And the crystal's holding everything and all the positive energy as well. You can rub the crystal like this, and then you can say thank you, amen, and so it is. Now, as you're holding the crystal, imagine the feelings and what it would be like to actually receive this amount of money, and what you would do with it, what that experience would be like. Just take a moment to smile and like really feel it, and use your imagination like a little child, you know, just really imagine the feelings of it happening. Beautiful. Wonderful. And so it is. Now what you can do with this seed, I call it the seed, a little crystal, your seed of intention, is you can take it outside and you can plant it. And then you can dig it up during the full moon or during the new moon. Like, just use your intuition. Maybe your intuition's telling you bury it for one day. Maybe your intuition wants you to bury it for like a month or for a week, whatever. Like, use your intuition, bury it in the ground. Remember where you buried it. Don't bury it too deep, and maybe take a picture so you remember. And if you lose it and you never find the crystal again, don't worry, that's fine too. Another thing that you can do is you can make like a little altar, like on a desk or a table or somewhere in your room or on your windowsill. And maybe you can just put the crystal there and put like a couple tarot cards around it. Like, you can find like a tarot card that's about abundance. See if I here, like this one, maybe like this is like a generosity card. This is someone being open to receive. You could take this crystal and you could you know, put it on top of it and just put it somewhere. Every time you see it, it's just a reminder, like, don't worry, what you've asked for is being taken care of. It's coming to you in the divine right timing. You can put the crystal like on your bedside table to kind of be near you when you sleep. You honestly, maybe your intuition's telling you to do something else with it. You make some type of ritual around it, whatever. And then the most important thing is just to let go of it. Don't try to control it. Don't get angry, or, I mean, if you feel angry or mad that it's not manifested a while from now, then release that energy on the full moon or write about it, process that, but don't hang on to that energy, and know that it's gonna come. Faith is really important to this process, but this is how to manifest using a crystal or like a little seed. So let me know what you think. Circle back here and let me know when this comes through for you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you who choose number 5, let's see what your money manifesting hack is. And you are getting the creativity card. So basically, when you are doing something creative, such as painting or drawing or writing or sewing or designing or singing or acting, whatever it is, during that time, your energy is very shiny and very vibrant and very attractive, because it's impossible to really be in that creative zone and also be holding space for worry and fear and trying to predict things and control things and, like, you know, thinking of the worst case scenarios. So creativity is a great way to create space space for something you're trying to manifest. So if you are, in fact, worried about money and finances, this is a really great way for you to create space for your manifestation to come through, to create space for the solution, to create space for opportunities, to chill your energy out and raise your vibration so that you can come to balance and peace and take action from that energy, which will help you manifest what it is that you want. So this is just a really great hack. It's kind of like busying yourself, but it's doing something fun, something joyful, something that you like. It's not just creativity for the sake of creativity, although that might be how you enter into the activity. It's about nourishing yourself and it's part of self-care. And so creativity can be really, really good for manifesting money. I also see this energy with creativity, that it does connect you a lot with the earth and with the divine. And so this could also be a message to go out into nature. This is one of my biggest money manifesting hacks. If you're really working on manifesting money, whether it's just for fun or pleasure, or if it's because you really need money, going out into nature, spending a day there, spending half a day or even just a couple hours really helps. Because when you're in nature, like when you first are walking around, hanging out in nature, definitely your worries and fears and everything that's going on is going to come up. But the longer you're out there, the more that just kind of fades away and you get back into that state of oneness with yourself and the planet. And so being out in nature can really help you to manifest money, because when you're out in nature, you look around and you realize that all exists in a state of abundance. It reminds you of the natural cycles and seasons of life. It helps you to reunite with that sense of like childlike joy and wonder at just the little things. And so this is all about priming your energy to attract money. So acting creatively and also going out into nature, these are two really big hacks. So for me, just as an example, I have a couple different creative projects that I rotate between. I paint, I also write, and I like to bead necklaces. I like doing makeup and fashion. I like to practice singing. And so every day I just make sure that I do one of these activities, or if I feel my energy is kind of going low or I'm feeling a little drained, or if I feel like I want to manifest some money, I am definitely like have these little stations set up. I'm looking across right now at my paint station I have set up, so that it's easy for me to just go over there and paint and get my mind off stuff, put on some happy uplifting music or like a funny TV show or something and just relax. Like sometimes resistance can make stronger. Whatever you resist persists. So if you're resisting and you're forcing it, trying to manifest money and make more money, or you're really needing money and you're like really pushing at that energy, then it can push it away. And a lot of times in life, sometimes it's easy to get in this habit of when you have a lot of money and when money is flowing, like to celebrate and have fun and do creative things and enjoy. And then when it's not, to like punish yourself and feel like you can't enjoy life and you can't do things that are fun. So no matter what your financial state is or what number is in the bank, always be going into nature and just, rotating between a couple different creative projects so that you can have fun, so that you can relax, so that you can bring your energy to peace, so you can create something and just enjoy yourself. Like we are creators. Like that's like our natural energy. And if you're not expressing your natural energy, you will feel blocked, you will feel cut off. It can block you from manifesting money. So these two tips might just seem so simple, but it's actually harder to put them into practice on a daily basis. It's so much easier to just lay around and go on your phone and scroll on the internet than it is to turn it all off and go outside or, try to do some drawing. So remember how important this is, not just for manifesting money, but also for your health and well-being. So this card is challenging you. 1 week creativity nature challenge. Every day, do something creative and or go out into nature and see a week from now how you're feeling and where you're at financially. It'll be really interesting to see the shift. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you again for coming to my channel and for watching this video. and I will see you next time. Peace out.